Former NHL goaltender Clint Malarchuk went to Hermantown High School today to speak about mental health awareness.
He has quite a story himself, and he is using his platform now to speak about it and encourage others to have conversations too. Fox 7's Natalie Noury spoke to him and has a few others here about the meaning and importance of all of this. Natalie?
Dan and Alexandra, Clint was given a second chance at life after his suicide attempt failed many years ago. And as the stigma around mental health begins to melt away, the message that Clint shared tonight extends far beyond the crease. In March of 1989, Clint Malarchuk was a goalie for the Buffalo Sabres and took a hockey skate to the neck and jugular vein after a St. Louis Blues player crashed the net. This was the moment that changed his life forever. In 2008, he attempted to take his life, but he survived, and now lives with a bullet in his skull that reminds him of where he came from and where he hopes to go now with helping others.
Having played in the NHL certainly gives you a bit of a platform, and fortunately, for me, I played, and that does give me a bit of a platform. But it's the hurdles, the struggles, the demons that I've had to fight and overcome that gives me something to talk about.
And for former CSS men's hockey coach, now turned mental illness advocate Mark Wick, a similar experience led him to speak out along with Clint. These situations these men survived from leads them to their advocacy today, but it is an everyday fight that they hope to help others tackle as well, especially in athletics.
There's a lot of successful people out there that have dealt with this, but there's also people that haven't dealt with it because they didn't think anybody would understand, and that there was that stigma and it was a sign of weakness to go get help. And the consequences sometimes are fatal.
I just encourage people to know that they're not alone and to know that it's not a weakness to struggle. It's a sickness. And it's no different than any other disorder, and you can get help.
And for one mom in attendance with her two sons tonight, this presentation allows her to encourage her children to have these difficult conversations if necessary and to help others.
There's a stigma about mental health out there, and especially for our youth. They're maybe scared to talk about if they have an anxiety or depression. We're having an event like this and them hearing these stories of hockey heroes or people that they look up to. They realize that it's okay to talk about it and it's okay to share your feelings.
Clint Malarchuk is a founder and board member for The Ranch, which are facilities that offer help to those who have sustained injuries in sports or veterans who deal with issues after serving their country. And for Clint now, every day is a gift. So what does life mean to you now?
Well, number one, gratefulness. I'm glad I didn't, die, and I'm glad that I got well. And I'm glad that I'm able to, convey a message to help others.
Tomorrow, Clint, some current and former NHL players, and some members of the 1980 Miracle Olympic hockey team are going to play a golf tournament in Waubak, Minnesota in memory of Mark Pavelich. Proceeds from this are going to go to UMD Athletics, Eveleth Youth Hockey, and the Ranch as well.
Very inspiring story. Nice of him to be so open and candid about what he's gone through.
Absolutely. Natalie, thank you much.